What's going on, Master Duel fans? James here again. We are under the new format in terms of for this season, and to be specific, because this is December, this month is going to be compilation of decks played throughout this whole entire 2025 year. What decks did I play throughout the whole entire 2025? You never know that we are going to come across, well, based off from this video, it's 3 blanks. So we got a Lightsworn Tearlament, a Masochist deck, and Bestial Red Dragon Archfiend. So with that being said, let us start the show. Ah, yes. Starting at the beginning of the year, 2025 being January 2025, this is the part where Nephthys is making their resurgence on a return. So the idea about Nephthys as an archetype is, the name of the game is that they are all about destroying, aka destruction, by any means necessary. And these Nephthys girls enables to get their bonus effects based off from which ones that are being destroyed. So Matriarch is your Reborn, Disciple is your Stratos, Chronicler is your Recursion, and Defender, it is your another destruction from the deck. And of course, can't forget about the OG Sacred Phoenix, who is a built-in heavy storm once being destroyed by a card effect by any means necessary. And then the rituals, on the other hand, you got Conductor. And when it comes to Conductor, it's basically do not let Conductor's effect resolve ever, because if it does, once the next standby phase of mine hits, this is where the Nephthys girls and or Sacred Phoenix is going to town with so much advantage on follow-ups. Conductor is your E-Telly of any Nephthys ritual, and then Devotee is another E-Telly of any Nephthys, not counting the rituals, obviously, because let's be real, they need to be summoned properly first, and even if they were, unless if the card says this is treated as a ritual summon, the rituals all from Devotee's ability do not count for that matter. And then the Cerulean Sacred Phoenix, it's more mass removal in terms of face ups. And with their links, nothing more, nothing less out of more destruction, and Sacred Preserver enables to get you a level 8 Winged Beast from deck to hand and a ritual spell from grave to hand, which is amazing. And then the boss of Sacred Flame enables, depends on how many rituals that you use for the Link's Shogun. It can't be killed by battle, can't be killed by card effects, no one target this within card effects, and a total of 2400 attack, 1200 from using 2 rituals, and then another 1200 for using 3 rituals. Last Hope is your spot removal, and then basic stuff with the ritual monsters, and then Awakening of Nephthys. The boost is nice, but the idea is that if this face-up card gets killed, this enables you to special aim Nephthys from anywhere that's not from the banished pile, but it gets killed. So more kill cards, more beneficiary effects. And judging by this hand, we are basically going to have a waiting time with Imperm. So let's see what's up. Engraver. Fiendsman lines. Hello? Vice, Lightsworn Archfiend. Like, the light, I understand. But for whatever the reason, being a fiend is absurd. Wow. Discard the Maxi. Solar Recharge. Twilight Lumina on a discard. Draw the 2, Millie, Engraver, and Felice. Hello? Wait. By a monster effect. Okay, that's not what I thought it was. So, recharge again. Discard Wolf. Milling the Foolish and Tearhalfness. No effect at the moment. Top decks Lumina, summon Lumina, Lightsworn Dragonling milled. Getting Judgment Dragon. Fiendsmith lines. Oh? Like, from the deck? I get. I did not know you can summon out Fiendsmiths from your hand as well. Huh. Good to know as a heads up. So, like I'm a chick. Essentially out of targets. Can't go back to Requiem again. Sequence. Imperm. Last card in hand is Lightsworn Dragonling. Ah, man. Simplified game state. Okay, so in this position, when it comes to Curious, if for whatever the reason, this face-up card gets either killed by battle or leaves the field, no matter where it goes, because of an opponent's card effect, extra that doesn't count, you get target one card in your graveyard, add it to your hand. So, Recursion. Lightsworn monsters you control cannot be banished by card effects. Root Colossus special summoning negates. SP Quick Interrupt. And then Enlightenment Dragon. Once per turn, pay 2,000 life, banish all cards on the field and in the graveyards. And then if for whatever the reason, this card in its owner's possession gets killed by opponent's card, you get add 2 of your banished monsters, 1 being Judgment, 1 being Punished. Then you get special both, ignoring their summoning conditions. So it's protection in terms of cannot be banished by card effects. Get a card back if I dare do something with it. Special summoning gate, quick interrupt, and quick interrupt. To tell you the truth, I would realistically do nothing on this turn because, for one, there are no Ishizu shufflers in this list. So as a result, I'm basically going to do nothing but to end my turn, shake your hand, and that's GG's because you literally just decked yourself out. See, folks, this is why you literally do not rely on your mill strategies way too much, especially Tier Cash, Kikalos, Curious, in terms of massive mills. That is way too much, and it costs you to get decked out. Ah, yes. Atlanteans. This was the deck after Nephthys, season after season, so I figured, why not fight fire with water in terms of deck of choice to play for the funsies, that is. And judging by this hand, I think that Abyss Shrine can get the Atlanteans going. Abyss Shrine, Chibi Dragoons, beside your hand, Dragoons, getting Deep Sea Artisan, can confirm, no harm, no foul. So Deep Sea basically relies on hand information with the likes of Artisan, Sentry for the hand rips, and even Deep Sea Diva getting you another card, or Deep Sea Minstrel, I should say, which is another hand information card. And then the Atlanteans, on the other hand, they are a series of water sea serpents in which they are all about getting to the graveyard just because of a water monster effect. So in most cases, you got Prince on a Reborn, Infantry and Marksman on a Destruction, Shadow Squad in terms of E-Telly, a Atlantean or Mermail that is in Shadow Squad itself, Dragoons with the Search, and then you got plenty other waters in general for indirect support. So again, with this hand, yeah, can confirm Masochist deck. No harm, no foul. Simplified state. Abyss Shrine banish. Deep Sea Sentry discard it? Yep, discard it. And draw into Mooling Glacier. There's no way I set the graveyard modulation like this. And it did. Hardcore sack. That's crazy work. Rip out the last two. And shake your hand, GG's. Now this is a build I remember based off from this next match. White Forest Sky Striker. The idea is that whether if I go first or second, most are already afraid of the White Forest in terms of LZ and Rusia. Now you're going to be even more afraid if I already got access to Azalea. Going second specifically into Hayate, into Kagari, into Shizuku. And if for some reason I don't have any real normals, this is where I still have my leftover cards to go for the kill shot either on the same turn or on the follow-up. Simplified game state. Multi-roll. Red zone. I think this doesn't do anything at the moment. Multi-roll attempt. There's Ghost Ogre. And I opted not to use Call by the Grave on Ogre because we still got the OG LZ to work with. Special Search Sylvie because we already got Rusia in the hand. And then the Bamboo Sword engine is going to do some work in terms of spell fillers. Bamboo Sword package. Rusia. I think that's not how it works with Effect Veiler. Send a Curse, drew into Rose. Curse for Broken. Synchro into Ursula. Ursula sends Susurrus, getting LZ Azamina. Susurrus reset. LZ Azamina. Free special. Diabell. Bring back the original to hand. Hook it up. Switch up to Curse. Rusia. Return Ursula. 2 lights for Azalea. Cursed. Azalea, remove Crimson. Rose for the free special. Broken on Kui Belt. Real Normal Sylvie. Getting Azamina Apes. Golden. Engage Hercules Base. There's the Boral Sword. Engage. Startup Engage for Area 0. Drew into Jamming. 0. There's the Ray. There's the Widow Anchor. Take Widow Anchor just in case. Sylvie. Return Diabell. Widow Anchor. Take Kui Belt. So, in this position, this is literally game over because Sylvie 1500 and then Boral Sword's ability, target the Sylvie, switch to defense, so that way Kui Belt can take a hit and then Boral Sword hits twice. So 3k, 3k, right after Sylvie get the first attack in. So it's 15, 25, and then 3k twice. So there you guys go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the very start of the season, which is compilation of 2025 decks that I played throughout the whole entire season. That's what it's all about. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and hit that notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated and have a happy new season and a new format. Catch you guys next time.